Hello, everyone. Welcome to Therapeutic Yoga. We are going to do an entire class on neck and shoulder pain, and more specifically, how to avoid it. So what you're going to need for yoga class today is your yoga mat, a yoga bolster, and a yoga strap. The first half of our class will be done in sitting, so find yourself comfortable on your yoga bolster. If you don't have a yoga bolster, foam or cushions will do just fine for what we're going to be doing today. And in fact, if you wanted to, you could even do this first half of the class sitting in a chair. Completely up to you how you want to do that. Find yourself in that nice, comfortable seated position. If you're using a bolster, check in that you feel like your sit bones are sitting halfway between the front and the back of the bolster, and then place your legs in a gentle, easy pose or tailor sitting position. Let's start with some gentle modifications of cat-cow. So just gently place your hands onto your thighs. Take a nice deep inhale and roll the belly forward, roll the pelvis forward, lift the chest up, lengthen the neck, and gaze up to the ceiling. Then as you exhale, pull that abdomen in, tuck that tailbone under, curl that rib cage under, spread those shoulder blades, lengthen the back of the neck, chin to chest, gaze straight into your belly button. Let's do that 2 more times. Slow inhale, rolling that pelvis and belly forward, lifting that chest, lengthening the neck. Can you squeeze your shoulder blades back and down as you gaze up? Then as you exhale, pulling that abdomen in, get all of those abdominal muscles working, tailbone tuck under, spread those shoulder blades, curl that rib cage, chin to chest, gaze into that belly button. One last time. See if you can inhale through the roll, through the lift of the rib cage, through the length of the neck, and through the lift of the gaze. And can you exhale through the pull of the abdomen in, tuck of the tailbone, curl of the rib cage, spread of the shoulders, chin to chest, and gaze into that belly button. You've got it. Then slowly bring yourself back up into a seated position. Once you have yourself up onto your sit bones, allow yourself to feel like you're using your full base of support, meaning your legs as well. So get your spine nice and tall, and then let yourself from your hips hinge just a tiny bit forward to put some additional weight into your legs. All right, hands to the center of your heart. Take a nice deep inhale, lift your hands up overhead, reach the palms to the ceiling, and then as you exhale, pull those elbows down, pull those pinkies back, feel the squeeze of those shoulder blades. Hands to your heart. Inhaling, lifting nice and high, palms to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, pulling those arms down, elbows to the back of the room, pinkies to the back of the room, squeeze through those shoulder blades. One final time. Inhaling, lifting nice and high, reach those palms nice and high. Exhaling, bending those elbows, pull those pinkies to the back of the room. You've got it. And then slowly bring your hands back to the center. All right. Now, in this position, allow yourself to take your left hand and drop your left hand down to the floor on the left side of your bolster. Now, if you're sitting in a chair, like I said, you could just place your hand to the underside of the chair. If you've got sensitive wrists, maybe what you do is gently allow yourself to just stack your fist so that you're not in any wrist extension, whatever works best for you. Then with your right sit bone, push down into that right sit bone. Right hand out to the side, take a nice deep inhale, lift that arm up in the air. And then as you exhale, side bend over to the left. Now, rotate that armpit up today since it's all about shoulders and neck. Lengthen your neck, settle your chin, and very gently gaze as you slightly turn and rotate to the right. Take a nice deep inhale into your belly. And exhaling out. Nice, slow, deep inhale into the belly and exhaling out. Then inhale, lifting the right arm up, and as you exhale, dropping that hand down. Taking that right hand to the side of the bolster. Again, if you've got a sensitive wrist, you can go into a fist position. In a chair, just hold the bottom side of the chair. Allow yourself, once you have your hand there, with that left sit bone, push that left sit bone down so that you're engaging through the length of your rib cage. Left arm out to the side of your body. Take a nice deep inhale, lift that hand nice and high. And as you exhale, side bend over. Now turn that armpit nice and high. Lengthen your neck, settle your chin, and gently bring your head into a left rotation as your gaze goes upward. Take a deep inhale into your belly here and exhaling out. One more time for me. Nice deep inhale and exhaling out. Then inhaling, lifting that arm up and trunk up, exhaling, dropping down. So one of the key things we're going to be working on today to deal with avoiding neck and shoulder pain is one of the key things that is research that we know improves posture. And that is upper thoracic or upper rib cage extension and mobility. So we're going to go through several different poses and activities that we know promote that extension, which then allows you to have improved posture through your neck and your shoulders. So let's begin with the first one in sitting. So take your hands and interlace your fingers however you want. Then once you've got yourself there, push your palms away. Nice, beautiful stretch through your wrist flexors, by the way. Once you've got yourself in that position, check in that you've got the weight through your feet. So hip hinge slightly forward. Allow yourself to use your entire base of support. All right, so this is where we're going to come back to on our exhale. So what I want you to do is take an inhale and gently lift your arms overhead. No pinching in the shoulders though, just to wherever you can. Wherever you then get to, really start to lift that chest up and gaze that neck up to your pinkies. Then as you exhale, bring the hands back down, spread the shoulder blades, gaze straight down to those pinkies. You've got it. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lifting those arms up, no pinching, please, just to wherever your range of motion allows. Then continue inhaling to lift that chest and neck up. Exhaling, coming back down. Can you spread your shoulder blades a tiny bit more? Gaze straight at those pinkies. And one more time. Inhaling and lift. As you keep lifting, really lift up through that chest and that neck. And then as you're exhaling, bringing the chest back down, lengthen through the neck, and slowly drop those arms down and gaze at those pinkies. You've got it. Now gently relax through the palms. As you release through the palms, just allow yourself to do a couple of circles of your wrists. Beautiful stretch of the wrist, but if you're holding it for a long time, you might feel like you need to get a little bit of mobility into all of those joints. All right, grab your yoga strap. We're going to do a very nice opening through our thoracic girdle. What is the thoracic girdle? There is a ring that kind of connects the entire rib cage to your neck and to your shoulders, and it is commonly called the thoracic girdle. So what we're going to do is pull all of those muscles back on one side, pull all of those muscles back on the opposite side, and then see how good of a job we can do of getting that extra mobility through our upper rib cage. So place the strap so that it's next to your neck, kind of like where a necklace would be worn. The strap lays in the front. Take the right hand in the front and wrap around the strap. Either grab the strap with the left hand beside or behind you. If you want to save your grip strength, wrap it around that hand as well. Once you've got yourself in that position, lengthen your neck, settle your chin, and just gently let your head side bend over that strap. Now, as your head side bends over that strap, take a nice deep inhale here. Keep the right hand steady. As you exhale, with the left hand, pull that strap back as much as you can. You're pulling trapezius muscle back, some of your neck muscles back, your fascia back, everything back where it belongs. Keep pulling that back. Now, in this position, we're going to go through 3 different movements. First movement we're going to do is inhale our head up and then exhale our head to the opposite side. So keep pulling that strap back. Inhale your head up. Exhale the strap to the opposite side, or head to the opposite side. One more time. Inhaling up. Exhaling. Left ear, left shoulder. You've got it. Now inhale your head back up to the center. As you exhale, turn your head to the left. Can you feel that beautiful burning? I hope you can. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, turn your head to the left. Inhale back to the center. And finally, exhale, turn to the left. All right. Now inhale back to the center. Keep pulling with that strap. Now you see why you wrapped your hands with that strap. We're going to combine both of those movements. So take a nice deep inhale here. On the exhale, side bend the head first. Then turn the head down as that chin goes down into that left armpit. Yes, feel that opening. Inhale, unrotate, unside bend. 2 more times. Exhale, side bend first, rotate second. Inhale, unrotate, unside bend. Last time here. Exhale, side bend first, rotate second. Let's hold that one right there. Take a deep inhale here and an exhale. Slow, deep inhale in and an exhale. Then inhale the head, unrotate it and side bend it and bring it back to the center. All right, release that strap from those hands, maybe kind of work through the hands a little tiny bit and then take the strap opposite. So now bring the strap up and over the left side of the neck. Again, like where a necklace would be laying, the strap lays in the front. Left hand, wrap it around the strap in the front, kind of like you're holding a sling, I guess. Right hand, grab the strap in the back or the side. And again, best to wrap it because you're going to be here for 3 different movements. Once you have all of that alignment, allow yourself to sit nice and tall. Make sure there's some weight through your feet. So hinge at your hips so that you keep that body weight slightly forward and you're not stressing that low back. All right, so gently side bend your head up and over that strap. Now, keeping the left hand and the strap still, take a nice deep inhale. And on the exhale with that right hand, pull that strap back as much as you can. You got it. You should already feel some nice good burning and pulling as we take all of those neck and shoulder muscles back where they belong. Okay, let's do the side bending movement first. So inhale the head up, exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale the head up, exhale, side bend to the right. Inhaling up and exhaling, side bend to the right. Now let's add rotation. Inhale the head up, exhale, rotate to the right. Oh, feel that beautiful burning. Inhale the head to the center, exhale, rotate to the right. Inhaling to the center, last time of rotation, exhale, rotate to the right. Now, inhale to the center, exhale, side bend first, rotate second, chin into that armpit. Inhale, unrotate, unside bend. Exhale, side bend right, rotate right. Inhale, unrotate, unside bend. One more time for me. Exhale, side bend right, rotate right. Now hang out here. Take a deep inhale in. And exhaling out. One more time, nice deep inhale in. And exhaling out. Then as you inhale, unrotate and unside bend and relax the strap. Okay, so we are done with the strap momentarily, but we're going to use the strap in just a few moments to do one strengthening exercise with our neck. But now that we've loosened up these muscles and pulled those muscles back, let's go into yet another way to try to gain that movement of our upper back that we know will help relieve and alleviate neck and shoulder pain. So take your hands and bring your hands behind you and interlace your hands. Now, if you cannot reach hand to hand to interlace the hand, grab that strap that's beside you and hold that strap behind you. Okay, now in this position, what I want you to do is just rest your hands so that your hands are resting against your bottom. So when we inhale, we're going to be doing 2 separate movements here. The first part of the movement is going to be to inhale and lengthen the collarbones away as you lift the chest. The second part of the movement is going to be to attempt to lift the arms up off of that bottom. So make sure that you lift the chest, lengthen the collarbones first, lift the arms second, so you don't stress those biceps tendons in the front of the shoulders. All right, let's give it a try. Sitting nice and tall. Hip hinge forward so there's weight through your legs, no tension in your low back. Let's give a nice deep inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the collarbones. Keep inhaling, reach those arms away. And then as you exhale, let that go. You can lift your head a bit if you want as well. It's all about the chest and collarbones though. Inhale, lift the chest, pull those collarbones away. Keep inhaling, reach those arms and exhaling and letting go. Third time's a charm, right? Let's give it a try. Inhale, lift the chest, roll those shoulder blades back so those collarbones lengthen. Keep inhaling, lift those arms. And exhaling, relaxing and releasing the arms. All right, so for those of you that may have a little bit too much mobility in the front of your shoulders and you didn't like that, well, let's fix that problem. So take your right hand, place it on your left shoulder, left hand underneath your right elbow. Sitting nice and tall, hip hinging, so there's weight through your feet, lengthen through your neck, settle through your chin. See if you can pull your shoulder blades back and down at the same time as you lift the right elbow up to shoulder height. And take a nice deep inhale in, and then as you exhale, slowly pull that elbow across the body. As you pull the elbow across the body, pay attention that the right shoulder isn't pulling up towards your ear. All right, hold that stretch to that posterior shoulder, specifically your deltoids and your capsule. Sit up nice and tall, pull that shoulder blade down, take a deep inhale here, and exhaling out. One more time, nice deep inhale in and exhaling out. Beautiful. Slowly releasing that right hand down. Maybe do a circle or two with that right shoulder. Then left hand to right shoulder, right hand underneath the left elbow. Once you've got that, pull those shoulder blades back and down at the same time as you lift that elbow up to shoulder height. Now, in this position, make sure your body's nice and tall. Weight is into your feet, so hip hinge a little bit forward. Take a nice deep inhale in, and as you exhale, pull that elbow across the body. As you're pulling that elbow across that body, feel the stretch in the outside and the back of that left shoulder. Make sure that ear and that shoulder aren't being worn together. So pull that shoulder blade back and down. Nice deep inhale into the belly here. And exhaling out. One more time, deep inhale into the belly. And exhaling out. Beautiful. Relax that. Maybe give that shoulder a circle or two, just to kind of loosen it up. Okay, so we're going to repeat that, but we're going to do full eagle arms. So you can, if you know you've got really tight shoulders, and that in and of itself was a bit of a struggle for you, just repeat what you just did. If you want to try the full eagle arms, just work along with me. We're going to do the right side first. So if you're not interested in doing eagle arms and you want to do the modification, go ahead now and place the right hand on the left shoulder so that you're doing the same side with me. Take an inhale, lift your arms out to the side of you. As you exhale, bring your arms forward, cross the right elbow on top of the left elbow. Okay, now that you have your elbows crossed, bend your elbows, rotate your palms, and see if you can figure out a way to try to get your palms to touch one another. Now, in this position, a lot of individuals backward bend through your spine. So allow yourself to sit up nice and tall, pull the shoulder blades down, hip hinge so there's weight through your feet. Then gently lift those elbows up to shoulder height. All right, so it's kind of like you're gazing straight through your arms here. Keep yourself in this position. Keep the right shoulder blade in particular back and down. Take a nice deep inhale into your belly here. Then exhaling out. One more time. Nice deep inhale into the belly. And exhaling out. Uninterlace the palms, straighten the elbows, uncross the arms out to the side and drop the arms down, and maybe do a circle or two with the shoulders. So we're going to do the opposite side, the left side now. So if you think that a modification of eagle pose and sitting is going to be too much for you, just allow yourself to take your left hand to your right shoulder so you know where to begin to start your posterior capsule and deltoid stretch for those shoulders. All right, let's give it a try. Inhale, bring the arms straight out to the side of you. As you exhale, cross the arms in front of you. Left elbow is on top of the right elbow. Then bend the elbows and interlace the palms. Now, once you have all of that done, a lot of us kind of curl our rib cage down and backward bend through our low back. So sit yourself nice and tall, hip hinge forward, pull those shoulders back and down, lift those elbows nice and high. There's that left shoulder stretch that we want. Hold yourself right here while you're at it. Lengthen your neck, settle your chin. Gaze straight between those arms. Take a nice deep inhale into your belly. And exhaling out. You can't see me, but I'm smiling. Are you? Take a deep inhale into your belly. And exhaling out. Then uninterlace your hands, straighten your elbows, uncross your arms, relax your arms down, and do some circles. Man, my left shoulder needs that like every single day. I don't know about you. Okay, let's go back to the strap. One strengthening exercise for our neck before we move off of our bolster and change positions. So take your strap to the halfway position and then place it behind your neck, just like you're putting a scarf around the back of your neck. Once you have it there are lots of different positions behind your back that you can place that strap. Here's what I would encourage you to do. Try to find the place that you think you might have a wrinkle or you feel a deeper component of your neck. For most of us, it's somewhere near our lower neck, that C5, 6, 6, 7 area. So see if you can place that strap around that area. For you, if you've had a lot of shoulder history in your past, it may be the C4, 5 area. So maybe move it up a little tiny bit. Wherever you've chosen that strap to be on the back of your neck now, just gently bring the strap so that the two ends of the strap are running parallel to one another in front of you. Your elbows are gently bent and there's no tension on the strap yet. Now, in that position, what I want you to do is lengthen through your body, get that nice tall spine, pull your shoulder blades back and down, hip hinge. Now, keep yourself right here. No major tension on the strap. Lengthen the back of your neck and feel yourself pulling the strap slightly backwards. Then gently tuck your chin into your throat. Once you've done that, keep the chin tucked into the throat. Keep lengthening through your neck. Take your tongue to the roof of your mouth, hold it there, and then very gently with your arms and your triceps, just try to pull the strap a little bit forward. It's kind of like you're arm wrestling the strap to your neck extensors. So lengthen your neck, settle your chin, push into the strap, gently push the strap forward. I bet you right now your abdominals and pelvic floor are firing, aren't they? You got it. Now hold everything right there. Make sure those shoulder blades are pulled back and down. Make sure there's weight through your feet, tongue to the roof of the mouth. So much to think about. Take a deep inhale into your belly. Diaphragmatic breath, part of your core. Exhaling out. Nice deep inhale into the belly. And exhaling out. Beautiful. That's it. That's probably the best way to strengthen your neck. Now, here's the thing. It's to prevent neck and shoulder pain, right? But please understand, if you're that individual that's had carpal tunnel syndrome, maybe a medial epicondylitis, a lateral epicondylitis, also known as golfer's elbow, tennis elbow, shoulder issues in the past, we know through research this special thing called double crush syndrome, where oftentimes people have extremity symptoms because of neck problems. So believe me when I tell you, if you're going to pick one neck exercise to do every single day of your life, this is it. Just like kind of brushing your teeth to prevent cavities, stabilizing your neck to prevent arm symptoms and shoulder symptoms is absolutely where it's at. Okay, so we are done with your strap. So take your strap and just gently place it beside you, but make sure it's away from your yoga mat because we're going to be doing some pretty nice big movements here in a little bit. Then allow yourself to come off of your bolster. Take your bolster and place it to the top part of your yoga mat. We're going to be using it in just a second. And then bring yourself into hands and knees pose. Remember, upper thoracic extension. I want to show you as many ways as possible to get that today because it's the number one thing we know we can do to prevent shoulder and neck pain. So place yourself in hands and knees. Check in that your knees are hip distance and gaze back at those feet. Make sure that you can't see them on the inside or outside of your knees. Hips are stacked directly on top of those knees, wrists and elbows directly underneath those shoulders. Index fingers point them forward, thumbs spread them on inward. Make sure your elbows are not locked out. Lengthen your neck, settle your chin. So we're going to go through 3 cat-cows, but I really want you to focus the cat-cows on the squeeze of the shoulder blades on the inhale. Let me repeat that one more time. Focus on squeezing the shoulder blades on the inhale. Let's give it a try. So inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, drop the belly a bit, lift the tailbone a bit, lengthen the neck and look up. You've got it. Exhale, push the palms into the floor, spread the shoulder blades apart, tuck the tailbone under, abdomen in, lengthen the neck, chin to chest, gaze into the belly button. Here we go, guys. Focus on it. Inhale, squeeze those shoulder blades, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, lengthen the neck, gaze up. Yeah, excellent. Exhale, push through those arms, spread the shoulder blades, abdomen in, tuck the tailbone under, chin to chest, gaze at the belly button. Final time, give it a good one. Inhale, squeeze those shoulder blades, belly down, lengthen up through the neck, tip that tailbone up. And finally, exhale, push up through those shoulder blades, abdomen in, tuck that tailbone under, chin to chest, gaze into your belly button. Now stay right here in your cat pose and just slowly weight shift backwards until you sit back into your heels for child's pose. As you bring yourself into child's pose, just gently allow yourself to drop your belly onto your thighs, your knees onto your chest, and softly bend the elbows as the crown of the head comes down to the floor. Gaze straight back between your toes. Make sure they haven't fallen inward. Take a nice deep inhale into your belly. And then exhaling out. Let's do one more good one here. Nice deep inhale into the belly. And exhaling out. Then slowly pushing yourself back up into hands and knees. Now, we are going to focus on puppy pose. We're not going to do it once. We're going to do it twice. There are a lot of variations of puppy pose. The first variation I'm going to show you is using your bolster. Now, if you are somebody that has 2 yoga blocks at home, instead of using your bolster in its upright position to rest your arms down onto, you could have a yoga block and rest your elbows on the yoga blocks. It's actually better to do this exercise with yoga blocks versus a bolster because the yoga blocks are firm and it's going to block you and really allow you to drop your chest down towards the floor. But I've got a bolster with me today, so I'm going to show it with a bolster. So here's what I want you to do. Bring yourself up into the position that you would be in hands and knees. So check in that your hips are stacked on top of your knees. Then look at where your hand would be on your yoga mat if you were in hands and knees position. Once you have that, figure out where your bolster needs to be, right where those hands would have been. Then in this position, take your forearms and gently cross your forearms over that bolster. Now, as you're laying here, that bolster has the ability to lengthen away as your rib cage drops down towards the floor. Don't let your hips sit back. Keep your hips on top of your knees. Drop the crown of your head down onto your forearms. Take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, shift the bolster forward. Drop your chest down towards the floor. Where can you get to keeping those hips stacked on top of those knees? If you need to move the bolster out a little bit because you've got more extension through your thoracic spine, move it on out. Wherever you get to, feel that beautiful stretch through your chest muscles. Feel that stretch through the middle of the shoulder blades. Allow yourself to take a deep inhale into your chest here. And exhaling out. Inhale into that chest. Now on that exhale, really let yourself drop that chest and that sternum towards the floor. Then slowly bring yourself back up. Allow yourself to sit back. Now for the second puppy pose, you've got so many options here. If you want to progress a little deeper, maybe flatten the bolster. And have it that you're starting with the bolster a little lower to the floor. I'm going to go to the full version of puppy pose if you want to give that a try. So if you're going to do full-on version of puppy pose, take your bolster and move it out of the way. Then allow yourself to go back in hands and knees. If you're still using the bolster, you're going to place your arms down into that position where the arms are crossed. If you're not using the bolster, but you have a history of impingement syndrome or rotator cuff problems in your shoulders, you may be just placing your arms on the floor. Second option for your arms are just to drop your elbows down towards the floor like this. Final puppy pose. Walk those hands all the way out. And the goal is to get your chest onto the floor, lengthen through the neck, chin onto the floor, gaze between your two thumbs. Wherever you are in your second puppy pose, take a nice deep inhale into your belly. Then exhaling out. One more time, deep inhale into that belly. Now on this exhale, can you pull that chest towards the floor any more? Beautiful. Slowly walking your hands back, slowly pushing yourself up, gently resting yourself back into child's pose. So as you make your way into child's pose, allow yourself to settle your sit bones onto your heels. Make sure your toes didn't fall inward. Gently rest the belly down onto the thigh, chest down onto the knees. Slowly drop the elbows as the crown of the head comes down onto the floor. All right, gaze straight back at those toes for me now. Let's do 2 breaths here. Nice, deep belly breath. So open up that low back. Give yourself this little respite. And then exhale out. Slow, deep inhale into that belly. And exhaling out. Wonderful. All right, now turn yourself over onto your left side. We are going to do some arm circles, one of the best things for neck and shoulder pain prevention. So what I want you to do is start with stacking your knees and your hips at hip height. Take your ankles and bring them so that they're stacked at the side of your yoga mat. Once you have yourself there, make sure you've got lots of clearance on front of your yoga mat because you're going to be doing a full arm movement all the way around your yoga mat. So once you know, yep, I've got enough room, slowly lower yourself down onto your left shoulder. Gently allow the left side of your head to come down onto the floor. Now, in this position, take your left hand and reach for that top right thigh. Knees stay together, protects your pelvis. Hand holds this right leg in position, protects your low back. Then place the right hand on the floor in front of your shoulder and face. Take your eyes and always gaze with your right thumb. Start your inhale and lift your hand up overhead. Can you keep your fingertips on the floor as your gaze goes with you until your arm touches your cheek? Now take an exhale here. Slowly turn your palm over as you pull your shoulder blade back and down. Then your gaze is still going up and over you, right? Continue with another inhale until you feel that beautiful stretch in the chest. And then exhale as you continue that arm going all the way back and behind you, touching your bottom, and then coming up and over again. All right, so remember, 3rd time's the charm. So we're going to do 3 of this before we switch to the opposite side. If you want to do a faster or a slower pace than me, feel free to do so. I like to do my arm circles through 2 breaths. So that's what I'm going to talk you through. Knees together, arms supporting so that the low back is stable. I with the right thumb. Inhale, lift the arm up overhead. Keep those fingertips in contact if you can. Gaze goes up. Once the arm touches the face, exhale as you turn the arm face up, palm face up. Inhale, reach that arm behind you. Can you get to that chest stretch? Then as you exhale, let that arm come all the way down, touch your bottom, come on back over, and let's do it one last time. Inhaling, lifting the arm up, gaze goes with, palm turns open on the exhale as the arm touches the face. inhale, reach that arm all the way back. Feel that chest stretch. And as you exhale, let that arm come all the way down, up and over your body. You've got it. Now, top hand. Push yourself up a little bit until your elbow's underneath you. Bottom elbow, top hand. Take a deep inhale, and on the exhale, push yourself up and just do a 180-degree turn on your yoga mat, and let's do it all over again. So check in that your knees are stacked at hip height. Shin bones and ankles line up with the side of your yoga mat. You have lots of room up in front of you for that arm to move all the way around your body. Once you have all of that, gently lower yourself down onto your right shoulder. The knees stay together to stabilize through the pelvis. Right hand, grab that upper left thigh, stabilize through the low back. So this is all about the rib cage, arm, and neck here. Then gently rest the head onto the floor. Drop the left hand down in front of your shoulder and face. Gaze goes with that left thumb. Here we go. You already know what to expect. So let's do this 3 times nice and slowly. Inhale, lifting that arm up overhead as the gaze goes with you. When the arm reaches the cheek, exhale, turn the palm, pull the shoulder blade back and down. Now, inhale, reach that arm all the way behind you. Knees stay together. And then as you exhale, drop the arm all the way down to the bottom and reach it up and over your body. Number 2, gaze goes with the thumb. Inhale, bring that arm all the way up. Keep the gaze up when the arm touches the face. Exhale, turn the palm up, pull the shoulder blade back and down. Now, inhale, reach that arm behind you. Keep those knees together. Feel that beautiful chest stretch. Exhale, drop that arm all the way down and then up and over you. Final time. Inhale, lifting that arm up, gaze goes with as the arm hits the face. Exhale, turn the palm over, shoulder blade back and down. Then inhale, really reach that arm behind you, knees stay together. And then as you exhale, arm comes down and up and over. And there you have it, 3 arm circles on each side. All right, gently roll yourself over onto your back. Move yourself around until you feel like you're in the center of your yoga mat. Once you've got yourself there, lengthen through that neck. Settle through that chin. Roll those shoulder blades underneath you. And then take your right knee to your chest. Just a little opening through your glutes and hamstring here. Let's take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, pull your knee into your chest. Take a deep inhale into your belly and exhale out. Switch your hands to the underside of your thigh. Pull that knee to your chest. Lengthen your neck, settle your chin, point your toes up. Take an inhale, slowly straighten that knee up. And then as you exhale, slowly relax it down. Drop your right foot down to the floor. Take your left knee to your chest. Nice deep inhale in. As you exhale, pull that knee into your chest. Lengthen your neck, settle your chin. Do a nice deep belly breath here. Deep breath in and exhaling out. Then bring your hands to the underside of that knee. Point those left toes up. Knee stays to your chest. Nice deep inhale. Lift that knee nice and high. And then as you exhale, relaxing down. Slowly dropping the left knee to the floor. Taking your arms and bringing your arms all the way out into T formation. Palms are lifted. Thumbs are towards your head. Shoulder blades are back and down. Low back is in a nice stable position. Now brace into your abdominals. Keep your spine nice and stable. Do not pelvic tilt. So don't let yourself tilt your pelvis. Just brace and harden through your abdominals. Then in this position, lengthen your neck, settle your chin. Squeeze through your shoulder blades. Take a deep inhale. Push the arms down. Push the head down into the yoga mat. Then as you exhale, relax the push of the head, relax the push of the arms, relax the shoulder blades. 2 more times. Squeeze the shoulder blades first. Get that beautiful extension of that upper back that we know. If we can create that, we can alleviate neck and shoulder pain. Then inhale, push the arms down, lengthen that neck, settle that chin, push that head down, holding right here. And then exhale, relaxing everything, snuggling everything back down onto that mat. Now make sure you keep those abdominals braced. Last time here. Start with that nice tight squeeze of the shoulder blades, kind of a modification of fish pose, by the way. Now, inhale, push those arms, lengthen that neck, push that head down, holding here. And then as you exhale, slowly relax. You've got it. All right, so we're going to do one last strengthening for our neck to end our class. So what I'd like you to do is take one hand behind your neck. Think about where you had your strap. So you can use your right hand, your left hand. It does not make a difference. Use 2 fingers, maybe 3 fingers, whatever looks like about the width of your strap. And then gently place it behind the small of your neck. Take that elbow and point that elbow all the way up towards the ceiling. Take the opposite hand and use the thumb and place the thumb underneath your chin. In this position, brace through your abdominals, lengthen your neck, settle your chin, tongue to the roof of your mouth. Hold that position and then begin to try to use the fingers at the back of the neck to lift the neck, but don't let the neck move. And then try to use the thumb to lift the chin, but don't let the chin move. You've got it. Hold everything there. Take a deep inhale into your belly. And exhaling out. One more time, deep inhale in. And exhaling out. Release the thumb, release the hand. Take your right knee to your chest. Take your left leg, slide it all the way down your yoga mat, and then place the right foot onto your left thigh. Left hand, hold the outside of the right knee, right hand out to the side of your body. Take a nice deep inhale here, and then on the exhale, pull that knee to the right, lifting and rotating through that pelvis first, followed by the low back, followed by the rib cage. Keep that right shoulder blade on the mat, lengthen the neck, settle the chin, and then begin to turn the gaze towards that right thumb. Take a nice deep inhale into your belly here. And exhaling out. One more time, nice deep inhale into the belly. And exhaling out. And then gently bringing the head back to the center, starting at that shoulder blade and that rib cage, unrotated first, followed by the low back, followed by the pelvis. Place the right foot on the floor, slide the left leg up, place the right foot down, place the left foot onto the right thigh, right hand to the outside of the left knee, left hand out to the side of the body. Take a nice deep inhale here. And then on the exhale, pull that left knee to the right, feel that pelvis lifting and rotating, followed by the low back, followed by the rib cage. Left shoulder blade stays on the yoga mat. Lengthen your neck, settle your chin, and turn your gaze towards your left thumb. Nice, slow, deep inhale here. And exhaling out. One more time. Nice, deep inhale in. And exhaling out. And then gently bring your gaze back to the center. Starting at that left shoulder blade, rotate that rib cage down, followed by the low back, followed by the pelvis. Place the left leg on the floor, slide the right leg up, just to open that low back a little bit before Savasana. Take the right and the left knees to your chest. Give them a nice little hug. Take a deep inhale into your belly. And exhaling out. Then one leg at a time, place your feet flat on the floor. Keep your abdominals engaged. Slowly lower your ankles and your heels down to the corners of your mat. Roll your shoulders gently underneath you. I hope that feels just beautiful back there. And then gently allow yourself to lay your arms down and out to the side of you, palms lifted. Lengthen your neck, settle your chin. Rest the tongue to the roof of the mouth and then just gently close your eyes. Just start to take a little inventory here. How do the shoulders feel right now? How does the neck feel right now? If you have been dealing with some elbow or wrist issues, does it feel better simply for opening up through that upper back and strengthening through that neck? Don't be surprised if it does. Staying nice and still, just give yourself a couple of slow, deep diaphragmatic breaths. So as you inhale, let your belly lift. And as you exhale, just slowly let your belly relax as the air comes out of your nose. Slow, deep inhale into the belly. And slowly exhaling out. And start to begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And do some circles with the wrists and the ankles. And when you feel ready, allow yourself to bend up your knees, bend up your elbows, and gently roll to your left or your right side. Just rest on your side for a moment here. It's just a nice way to kind of end class and let that flow of cerebral spinal fluid and energy get readjusted. And then when you've taken a couple of breaths on an exhale, use that bottom elbow and that top hand and push yourself up into a seated position. Finding yourself in easy pose. Once you've got yourself in a nice, comfortable, easy pose, bring your hands to the center of your heart and put a smile on your face. Just imagine how much good you've done for your neck and your shoulders today. Take a nice deep inhale in and exhaling out. Namaste. The highest in me salutes the highest in you. Thank you for joining me today.